Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gemstone Slugging Association. It has been quite some time. Here I have it's very low quality, low key, low key, very low chill day here today at the stadium. But Donkey Kong is
Oh,
still
it's gonna
taking
be
it
a flop.
very seriously. Here I have with me Mr. Bad Boy Bartles himself,
Hello.
uh, my lovely co-commentator, and then joining us for the Peanut Gallery is anyone that decides to hop into the recording booth because it is a very casual sort of day.
They just said that I could walk in.
It's true. We did do that. That's true. Uh, Eventually, we just couldn't get rid of her. So she's just here now.
Anybody that wants to come to the stadium sometime, there's no locks on any of these doors.
Yeah, you could just get in.
You can get in. We don't want you to know that, but it's true. Uh, I would say that was a very, very clean closer from the monsters right there. Just really shutting them out. My goodness gracious. Oh, not quite.
Oh, I really thought it was gonna be.
A lot of intensity and heat from Bakugo, but ironically, an explosion wouldn't cut it. That's gonna put Greg on first. Greg. Jeff Reggie up to bat. He's going about sleuthing. Very intense. Stare in his eyes. As he lets out a dinker, but it's not. That slap isn't going anywhere.
I got Bowser up now.
Captain versus captain. Let's see. Oh, that's gone. That's not. That's, good gracious. I mean, an absolute just dinger from Bowser here. That is
On the board
putting
already for two.
putting the monsters on the board for two, which is, I would say, impressive. To the plate, Hammer Bro has a lot of the bros have been able to put a lot of make a lot of magic happen so far in these games, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it's been pretty impressive what they've been able to do.
absolutely.
Solid hit right there, as we saw. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
just some silly monkey business, and they're not going to slip and slide on those banana peels.
Another star hit coming out.
That's always a strike right there. Very, very powerful weapon in the monster's arsenal. Tiny gets a slap to Jeff Reggie. She's gonna get on base. It's gonna be two strikes. But can
They're
oh
having real
Samus.
trouble hitting that bullet though.
Yeah, she must not be used to the gravity on this planet.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Schmelvin. That's a double play. To no one's surprise.
Classic Magic Cooper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I say we've seen this before.
We've seen this plenty of times. Too, but I would say controversy. Some very Magic Cube is stirring up some controversy.
Yeah, it's fierce debate among the rules committee whether that should be legal or not.
Yeah, it's. I can't really say what happens in the back rooms
Right.
and the sort of but I will say
we
tables
have
have
to
been
remain
flipped.
unbiased.
Well, Schmelvin and Balloon that just hit him with the 1-2 combo. Fantastic double play from those two.
Not really feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little slap, and Schmelvin catches it. Wow. He may not pack a punch offensively, but Schmelvin was putting in some work there on the defense. Absolutely monstrous right there. Up.
Nice hit. Able to get on first. Because everyone's favorite. Can't favor Britter. Solid play out the midfield.
And I mean, if you're the Wilds, all you're really looking for is to like just get something going. Oh, and that they got Gup on third with DK up to bat, captain versus captain. But is it gonna
another instance of Magic Koopa breaking up a great run?
Yeah, it's rough out here. That's 2 strikes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is there gonna be a third? Oh! There won't! And we are all tied up. Wilds and Monsters. I mean, we've seen the heat of the volcano and the
You
absolute.
see that jump though?
Yeah, no.
We gotta get him drug tested.
Jeff Reggie is, I mean, I think got an explosive lift from Bakuga. That's not going to be enough right there. But I think the important thing is they got tied up, right? If you're the Wilds, you're not looking to take a huge lead. You just want to.
Right. We know that the Monsters bleed. We can have some solid defense. Get back out there, get some more points.
Exactly.
Numb's over.
Oh.
Up here. Ooh.
What caught that even through the invisibility, I think.
Yeah, just got tripped up there. Everyone's a little rusty. We got a bunt going on.
Oh my
Into
goodness.
a cow block.
Of
that.
An insane play. That was so close. If it hit anywhere other than exactly on Tiny, that would have ended in disaster. But it was so close to greatness from that shot.
We're mad about that start hit coming out. Bowser hits it. Out at midfield.
Impressive defense. Let's see what Green Madge can do on the other side with a star hit slap. That's gonna make it fair. 2 outs. And we got Hammer Bro is not what you want to see with 2 runners. With runners on both ends.
He's got a big hammer. He's gotta hit it.
Yeah, that's rough. That and an absolute whammer from Hammerbrow just sends an absolute dart straight through the castle.
And see, this is what I was saying. Everyone's been a little rusty. We haven't played for a bit.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna
now
see
that they've really found their footing. 3 runs there. 5-2.
Absolutely. We're going to see them like start to shake off all of that rust there and really just sort of get back into their grooves that they had before the big break. You know, players a lot were doing warm-ups and practices in preparation for this, and I think it's really the Monsters are paying off. You know, I think it's their diligence. It's really doing them some favors.
Anything that they can get out of this now, that's just the cherry on top.
Absolutely. It is the toppings on the sundae, and it looks like they're going to be having a lane. Got Baby DK here.
Wow. Leading off with Chud Baby.
Chud Baby Donkey Kong with his big old banana.
My Chud son.
My Chud son. Going for a slap.
Oh,
Oh,
nice hit.
the Greenbones patiently waits. I'll leave that to someone else. It's a strike.
She gets tripped up by that every time.
It's these players actually they don't know how to hit that.
Yeah, we forgot how.
Yes, they did. We got Samus here.
Looking to redeem themselves from the last inning.
Yeah, let's see. Oh. It appears she's using her Corvi suit to do some shenanigans here.
Extremely powerful hit.
Extreme.
Not powerful enough though.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that upgrade before, but it's a new one in our arsenal. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that was in Prime 4. I guess that was
That's it. They're putting up another goose egg, and it's 2-5. There's a 3-run deficit there for them, and the monsters are just gonna keep prancing around. Now they have another
Those
opportunity
big
to.
upsets, though.
There's been absolutely significantly bigger upsets, but they do have some more wiggle room, some more time to see if they can't stretch that lead any further. Donkey Kong is tired, and they're gonna switch him out. For whom? Funky. That makes sense.
They need to switch it up because they are having a rough go of it right now.
Mm-hmm. A lot of strength from that, but just not the right direction, honestly. Chef Reggie. Seeing if he can't spot some kind of clue out here in the castle. Straight into balloon, right into his loving arms. Wow. I am surprised he did not pop. We have... I mean, the bases are loaded, and it's Hammer Bros bat. That's... Yeah, if I'm funky, I'm using my star pitches too. I'm putting all the sauce I got on these. What? Oh! And it looks like...
Close.
Yeah. Samus is going to go ahead and tether that right to her.
Could have been big.
Would have been huge for them. I think if I'm the Wilds, I'm breathing a sigh of relief at that.
Yeah. Now they can hope to get back on the scoreboard here.
And I mean, there's I think it's also one of those things for the monsters. This is their first game, right? So I think they have a lot to prove here. Jiminy G's, that's foul. The monsters have a lot to. And Britter does not want me to finish this sentence. He is putting on a show out here. Wow, he is. In what I would call one of the greatest flexes in the league. Hits it out of the park 2 times foul, just to hit it out of the park inside the lines one more time to nearly tie up the score. Just flexing his muscles and going, yeah, I can do that.
That's a Dakota that knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Britter's saying, I know the monsters have a lot to prove, but I got a reputation to uphold.
Mhm.
Nearly all tied up. Top of the fifth inning. Boy, snatch by Green Paratroopa. That's Gary Troopa. That is quite nice. Let's see if little Chud Boy can put himself on the map. I don't know if he's gotten a run. What? Did he just
Oh.
get himself one? A go-ahead
Good throw.
home run from little Chud Boy.
He's grown up.
He's growing up. I mean, he's
Going from a chud boy to a chud man.
yeah,
I'm
he's
so proud of him.
turning into a Chud man. He doesn't need his booster seat anymore. That is honestly incredible for him. Monster panicking a
God.
little bit.
Yeah,
Just-
Hammer Bro.
Just keep swapping out pitchers in what I would call an itchily familiar maneuver.
Yeah, it was such a dominant first half that you can
Yeah.
definitely see them trying to grasp back at what they had going there.
So
Trying to look for something to get it going again.
1000% there. And they might be able to find it, but they're really gonna need to start pushing this back in their favor with things like that. Wow. I mean, we are just seeing the Koopa Nation, I think, really just
Putting
showing.
themselves on the map this one.
Yeah, trying to show their pride here. Oh, not all of them are gonna get the chance to keep that going. We'll see if Baku, if she's capable of, really something going. Looks like, at least kinda.
Oh,
Oh, is
he
that gonna
probably
be
has time to
red?
go all the way there.
That's red all the way home. Wow. Honestly, fantastic hit into a deadly dose of fire. Letting Red Koopa just take a big guy. Jeff Reggie hasn't really made anything happen yet, but that's not to say he can't. Tries to do what Bakugo did, but it doesn't really matter that the fire doesn't hit, as he is going to sleuth his way from, the starting plate. I believe that was all the way to, what, first, second? To first, and earning a run. It is tied up in a very, what I would call a tense game.
Yeah, it was not looking very close for the longest time here, and now we are tied up. Ooh,
That way
and
it
didn't
shall
go.
stay. Wow. We're Schmelvin up to bat. clean line straight through the middle. What? Salute. Laser beam. What toss? Oh! He tries to throw it to Green Bones, and he whiffs it! Oh,
Uh,
absolutely tragic for the monsters and joyous for the wilds. And your Britter is gonna catch it. Oh! And the POW! The POW let Schmelvin go home! Right back into his textbooks. He strikes. Runners on corners into Donkey Kong. And Gup is going for the steal?
wow.
She will not find consequence for that. Oh! 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 What I would call greed
Yeah.
What a
has
whiff.
happened. In certainly a play. I'm not sure I know how to describe it, but the Wild still have one run up. And at
That
the
was
bottom,
definitely greedy. They definitely did not need to go for that.
and if they keep that offense up, it's bottom of the sixth, one run up for the Wilds. It's not looking great for the Monsters here, but it's more than doable with some of the absolute all-star hitters they have on their team. Like Hammer J. Brotherton. I'm talking Hammer. I'm talking brother. I'm talking Hammer brother.
I thought you were gonna start talking J. I was wondering what the J stands for.
Jammer.
Hammer Jammer brother. I love it.
Hammer Jammer brother. Hammer Jammer Brotherton. That's correct. But people just call him Hammer Bro. For
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, his father is Mr. Jammer brother.
He says, please, call me Hammer Bro. Mr. Brotherton was my father's name.
Yeah. Yeah, he keeps it casual with it.
Keeps catch. The Chud!
Oh,
The Chud man!
He
the
refused.
slide.
He refused.
The slide from the Chud.
That ball
Absolutely.
almost has as much weight as in his whole body.
Yeah.
It's about as heavy as... I think they have the same amount of mass, and yuck. Okay. That's gonna get caught.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
There was a little bit of silly monkey
They gotta be
business,
quick on.
but
They
Yeah.
gotta be quick on that monkey business.
they do.
Very indecisive.
The Chud boy
someone-
waits.
yeah.
Patiency.
Chud-
Patience. They're keeping the offense up. Just getting batters in and in and in. Just a queue. Samus has yet to get on base this game, I believe. The trend will not continue. Oh no! Oh, that is going to be costly. This heat might be giving her flashbacks of Norfair, interfering with her play. Maybe she's in a bit of a different mindset because of it. Really, who could say? That's not gonna be fair. Skipping a jump for Funky Kong. Knocking that right out of the air. Is that gonna be double play?
Double play there.
They're not letting up. Tied game. We are going into inning 8. That beam is dangerous, deadly, and destructive. Shoots it up nice through the middle. Yeah, that's definitely gonna get caught. I mean, I think Britter's definitely put on a show already. I feel like he's a little bit winding down, a little bit. I've already put in my, my fair share. I think it's on someone else to pick up the slack a little bit. But I mean, I don't feel like it's the time for that, when things are this close, this tense, this late.
Going up to bat here for RBI. Hero he's been solid this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, offense, defense, he's just generally been a pretty
doing it all.
player. Wow. The Wilds are just gonna get shut down there. Not a run to their name. See, the Monsters can try and put something on the board. It's been, not too many O's. We're not quite looking like we're at a bowl of Cheerios yet, but
you get flashes here and there from both teams, and then it'll be kind of silent for a bit.
I think it's going to be a real moment of who can wind back up that sort of inspiration within themselves. Whichever one of them can tap back into that first, I think it's definitely going to be. I love that position.
Ooh, okay.
That was devious double play. Yeah, I think both of these teams are very call and response. I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever one of them tries to put something on the board, the other one tries to match that.
Yeah, pretty reactionary game from both teams.
So when somebody starts putting up a 0, you sort of get in this big loop that both teams are trying to kind of escape from.
Gonna be out and gonna be changing sides again.
For time. I believe this is, according to regulation, the last time we can before it's just considered a tied game.
I thought we went into some overtimes last time.
Yes, we we play 7-inning games, so we are already 2 innings into overtime.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh, went right over his head. Those fireballs.
I mean, Hammerberg truly just can't do it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be that.
Yeah, he's looking like game MVP for sure here.
Absolutely. And he certainly earned it. Oh, 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Samus is not who you want to see after her performance tonight.
This has not been her night.
It really hasn't been. But
good hit down the middle. Little blue action there. Okay. Pretty solid play there.
But she gets runners on corners right into her good pal Schmelvin. We're gonna try a steal.
Ooh.
Oh. And it's not gonna work, but it was certainly an idea.
Too fancy. That was a bit too fancy for my taste. You have people on corners.
Yeah.
Shelvin's been playing solid.
Yeah.
It's your last inning. I think you should just go for it.
Yeah, it was a little maybe it was a blunder. Maybe it was trying to get a little too fancy with it. Maybe we'll see in the post-game interviews.
Is this our lowest scoring game?
No, I don't believe so. We've had games with significantly longer stretches of thing.
Yeah, but like total.
Total?
Yeah.
I think this is.
Like, is
I
there
think
one
we've
lower
had.
than total 16?
I think so. I think we've had a game that was like 5-6 or something like that. I'll maybe check the records on that one. But I believe this isn't our lowest scoring game.
Definitely on the defensive side.
Bakugo, I mean, she is an explosive hitter. Yeah, you got two people.
Gotta make something happen here.
You just gotta try. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
That's the game.
just when they needed it.
Bakugo
just
absolutely
went for 'em.
clinches that for the monsters. And that's gonna be it for them. Wow.
Really close game though.
So, see, I mean, Bakugo was the MVP. I mean, she did score the game-winning run, so I suppose that's not
Yeah, that's
too
reasonable.
surprising. Yeah, I've just barely skirted out over him, though, just through sheer batting. Though I'm surprised the bro did not get more in the pitching. See over here. We had the Chud Man himself is excellent. Just really, I think, was his great game.
Surprising show. Surprising show.
Quite a show. And we will be back for the Monsters vs. the Bows.